So, finally got out today. Oh man, it's been a tough summer. Finally finished my project for the summer. I've been working on early summer with my team, and I am wiped out. I haven't been outside. Haven't did. That's when my hair is on. It don't matter. You know, I'm in the house. What do you want? I'm not trying to get all pretty for myself. You know I should, right? But yeah, y'all. It's been, whew, it's been one heck of a summer. I'm wiped out. I'm still wiped out. I'm working on a project right now. I'm working on a logo for a friend who actually was a woman who commissioned one of my first paintings 20 years ago. It wasn't even oil. It was actually like gouache. It was when I first moved out of the house, my parents' house, 20 years ago. Over 20 years ago. I was about 20. I was 20 years old, so like 28 years ago, about 30 years ago. So it's so funny. She came in, she commissioned me to do work, so I'm doing a logo for her, and it's coming out pretty good. I'm very happy with it, and I need to finish it up. It's very timely, allowed me to pay a bill, a pressing, urgent bill. So that was very good, and let's see if this works on this. I haven't tried it. New iPhone's out, y'all. Oh, this does work. Wow. Okay. So, what I want to say, I want to say a lot, but I got outside today, and so it was beautiful, teeming with life. So it's September 1st, and so summer is officially over in a couple of days, and I've been in the house the whole time, but I have gotten so much work done. And I want to say something about like the little character I just did, is that it's built well. You know, I mean, there's several techniques that I learned over the summer, and so once I get paid, I'll probably start my film project, and I'll probably start up with that Langston Hughes thing, the motion capture studio thing. I have to meet with Michael Hill. You know that the building is sold, so I'm going to deal with that very shortly. And I'm looking forward to getting back on the road with all of that stuff. But again, I'm happy, and I've said it before, that it is very important. It was very important to me to be able to do very good quality, like well-built characters. So now I'm ready to build a really nice character, or to start my movie and actually have my characters that are, I know, will be technically correct. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a little while yet. I'm trying to think about what I'm going to do as far as the summer. You know, it's been 8 years, and I'm trying to settle some issues in my life as far as where I'm going to go, what am I really going to do, because right now, and I'm talking open and plainly about this, I just turned 48 this year. I'll be 50 years old in 2 years. So I'm looking to actually set up, what am I going to do? What am I going to say that I've done at 50 years old? And I believe that this movie would be a very monumental thing. And so marker in my life. I saw this guy who was cursing on television about one of the reality shows. He was late for his wedding, and he cursed this guy out. But he said something very interesting. Maybe he wants people to know his name, but he also said that he just wants to be relevant. You know, that's honorable. There's something when you say, I just want to have done something with my life. I want to do something with the gift God gave me, life. And so I'm glad I said that, because I want to say something else about life and some of the topics that have been going around YouTube that I think are very extremely important and needs to be addressed. Is a suicide. So I just want to make a quick comment about it. Christ dealt with suicide. You know, you can't tempt God and stuff like that, but he is a man. He is, he understands our pain and he's been through it. He's been through our suffering. So Christ was their suicide. He experienced everything, and betrayal, everything, but also suicide. And I'll tell you when. And we probably don't look at it like this, but after being 40 days in the wilderness and being very tired and being, 40 days in the wilderness without eating, I mean, I don't get to eat what I want to eat and I'm ready to have a fit, I'm still eating, but I don't get to eat what I want. It bothers me, but I'm changing my eating habits a little bit because, I realize that I'm just at that age. I need to be very, very mindful of that. But, my resources around here in Buffalo are a bit difficult. In New York, there's always fresh food everywhere. Here, you have to walk like a quarter of a mile to get to a corner store, and I walk. So, I'm going to try to get the car and stuff like that going now. But the point is that, after you don't get to eat what you want to eat, you're disillusioned. You depressed, it bothers you, you don't feel the energy that you don't, and just hunger and it's like sleep deprivation, that can make you wacky. You're not at your optimal mental capacity that you would normally be if you had been eating your regular full course meal. When you get hungry or when you don't get any sleep, it's kind of tough. I mean, I write a lot of typos, and some of it is just because, I just write typos, and some of it is because of sleep. I don't get some of the sleep I do because I'm just on a grind with a lot of stuff, and that's due to a number of things. But I wanted to say is that, so after 40 days of not eating, and then you get tempted. And it's easy when you're tired and weak. It's easy. So lots of times when we, and then the devil took him up on his big hill and said, he tried to tempt him. I forgot. And I was supposed to look at this before I actually said it, but he tempted him, saying, "Oh, just jump off this. You're God. Just jump off. I mean, you'll be okay. Because the scripture says that you'll be okay, you won't stub your foot, just toss your life to the side. Just it'll be all right, just prove who you are, prove you're somebody, show us that you're really somebody, it's not a lie. It's a tricky, tricky lie. I mean, and imagine how much of a liar you have to be to try to trick God, into throwing away his life, So what did he say? What did God say? What did Jesus say? He said, "Thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God." You should not tempt it. You can't tempt him, and don't try to tempt me into lying or into this lie, So it's like literally though, but think about that. That was a suicidal situation. So when you're dealing with that, don't be tempted. Don't be tempted to do something just to even because you can do it. I mean, it says in the scripture that he could jump off of this hill and be fine. Don't be tempted into that. So that's what I wanted to say about that. But I didn't really, I didn't want to. Sorry to have to mesh it in with this, but anyway, summer is here. So I just, we deal with the kind of situation, and when we see people, doing that kind of thing. Another thing I want to say that just crossed my mind, I saw something where Lil Wayne said to Drake or somebody, "Don't go to jail." You know what? I have pretty much ignored everything that Lil Wayne and most rappers say. I figure I'm a grown man. I'm in my 50s or 40s. I know I don't need no advice from you, But half of them is just running their mouth. But, you know what I mean. when people come up to me and say, "Oh, this 20-year-old or this whatever 19-year-old is deep," I'm like, okay, so was I when I was 19. Okay, all right, but he said something important, and I don't know if he'll ever repeat it. He told it to Drake or whatever his boys and his crew, don't go to jail. That was out of all of his rapping and everything. The fact that he said that, then I listened. I've been saying it all along, but So sorry to come off deep. I want to do a lighthearted video, so maybe I will. I'm still allergy season's kicked in, and it's kicking in hard. Let me give you some advice. Sorry, I'll go up and this is a towel I washed that. Give you some advice. Don't buy these and eat these. Especially if you're hungry, you will go through the whole bag. Just don't. What is these? Cheetos? Chester Cheeto Puffy Corn? Oh my God. You try to eat it? You ever see that thing in Over the Hedge? Where he opens a bag, the raccoon, Bruce Willis, open a bag and it just hit him. Boom! It's like, whoa, what is that? That's what this is. Eat one and it's just like you'll be just munching the whole bag. So anyway, I'm trying to come back and do a better vlog. So God bless you, love you. Enjoy the rest of the summer. It's almost over. Don't get me wrong, I don't feel bad. At least I was working. So really tough, very very tough. But I'm really happy to have work and got some work done and stuff like that. But I got a lot more work to do. And hopefully I'll get to it.